But let's talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder,
Matt
man.
Geiger. Okay, I'm
Matt,
stopped. Matt Geiger.
Matt Geiger's the name.
Matt Geiger. All right, I'm
O-
done.
Oklahoma City Thunder in a blowout. PJ Brown, a blowout win in Game 5, sending the Minnesota Timberwolves packing. They will be advancing to their second NBA Finals in franchise history, and I mean Oklahoma history. I'm not combining the Sonics history, bro. These niggas' history started in 2008, the second NBA Finals. The last time they went 2012. Of course, we all remember they won Game 1. Should have won Game 2. KD got fouled, but that's neither here nor there. And LeBron won his first NBA championship. And they broke up the team next year because they traded James Harden, sent that nigga to Houston. But this team has been on a historic run. They are 80-18 this season all together with the regular season and the playoffs. And I just want to say that I came on this show in our playoff preview, and everybody said they didn't believe who's the second option, who's gonna help Shea out. I was talking to Waz about that on here as well. And these niggas showed and proved. J Dub, he's been hooping the whole team, but outside of the offense, like I love watching Shea hoop. And Shea has a little bit of an old school game to him. I love the dedication to the mid range because and I like people like I don't have a problem with 3-pointers. I have a problem with 3-pointers when you don't try to run other plays. I know I'm old school. That's today's NBA. It's never gonna change. I understand that. I get that. That's something I gotta get over. But what I love about Ant, what did Cass say when he was on here last week? Ethical buckets.
You about to
That
lie
is
about
what
Ant because Ant just be sitting out there shooting that bitch sometimes.
who
You about to lie about Ant. You said Ant. You
I
said
mean, I
Ant.
meant Shay. I meant Shay.
Okay. Okay, I'm
I
about to
meant
say
Shay.
because
No, I meant Shay.
all right.
No, not Ant. I meant Shay. Shay, ethical buckets. That's why I like watching Shay. But what impresses me the most about Oklahoma City is this defense. They be locking niggas down. Julius Randle did not have the freedom he had in the first 2 rounds. There's a series where they honestly could have been swept. That little 42-point win they had in Game 3, that was an outlier. That we all knew that wasn't going to happen again. So to just stick on the Thunder, I think that unless something catastrophic, like a Shea injury or something like that, it don't matter who coming out the Eastern Conference. They getting packed up. That's just how good I feel about this team and where they're at right now. So, Pat, tell me what you thought about the Thunder this entire run and them getting here and their chance to lift their first trophy, something that KD, Russ, and Harden were not able to do together.
I mean, no, they've been great. I mean, Shea obviously, I feel like I feel like ever since Shea got the MVP trophy, it kind of put a battery in his back to like really go out there and show every night that I deserve to have this award. Like I don't think the man that had less than 35 points, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the man that had about 30, 35 points ever since he got the award. Now I know he averaged 32. I think in the playoffs he was averaging like 28. But I can see, the way he's been playing since he got that trophy, he's really like going out and showing like, yeah, I am the MVP of this league, and it's time that I get some respect as not just MVP this year, but as the best player in the league. As far as the way that they're playing defense, I mean, it's incredible, bro. Like they're young, they fly around. Like I was on the plane for Game 5, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I was like, yo, I'm gonna just stay up and I'm gonna just watch Game 5 because I had DirecTV. They was getting beat so bad. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to sleep. And every time I would wake up, because I'm on a plane, every 25 minutes, they were getting beat more. Like I saw every time I woke up, I would see a turnover. They turn you over. They get up and down the court quick. They're a young, fast team. They play well. I think if I'm not mistaken, this is like the youngest team to reach the championship ever as far as like collective age. So luckily for the league, we're in like the apron era. So it's going to be hard to keep this team together. And I think that's the only thing that can really disrupt this team is like how they manage the apron. But also like they have so many draft picks that they can just plug in guys. And as guys start to leave just because they have so many picks. But it's been a great historic run for OKC so far. And I'm with you. I think that whoever comes out the Eastern Conference is kind of going in the pack. I think that the most interesting series as far as basketball play style will probably be the Pacers, just because of the fact the Pacers like to play fast. So I think that that'll be a very interesting like series. I think it'll be up, down, up, down, up, down. But either way, I think either team, like you said, unless some catastrophic happens, is still going in the pack. So yeah.
OKC in 5. Dante, tell me what you thought about this Thunder team, the entire run, and just kind of. I gotta say this about Shea real quick too. I'm gonna say this is not gonna kill any them people, young niggas be calling me That is a very intelligent young man. He has his stuff together. Like he talks well. Like we talk about face of the league. That nigga, he got the qualities, man. Like I'm not gonna lie. I saw his MVP presentation. I'm like, hey, this nigga know what he doing. Like that. I like what I heard. So shout out to Shay. But Dante, what have you thought about this entire OKC run and their chance to get in their first title?
I mean, the entire time we've been saying, we saw it last year, and we said this was one of those young teams that needed to be tested and get through a test and see them get over the hill. I think might be, finally them doing that. And so for me, Shea has been amazing, and also, we always for years heard people clown them for hoarding draft picks, but nobody's ever applauded them for drafting well. And they've drafted a lot of players, and that's a homegrown team. And like Pappy said, you won't be able to keep that team together. However, you'll be able to go on a run to where if you win a championship this year, you could possibly run it back next year, and you still have some time before you have to actually pay people. So, I mean, it's really more so them finally coming, to the top of the mountain after, building what they built and starting to go on the runs that they went on last year was the first real explosion. Having Chet back, I think Chet is a great player. I think that's still somebody who has a lot of room to grow and is going to be even better going forward. Lou Dort, the way he's developed as a shooter. I remember when Lou Dort couldn't shoot the fucking basketball, but I mean, he's come a long way. So you have a team that, I mean, this is one of those young teams that when we talk about, who are we going to watch when LeBron and Steph leave, these are the teams that you need to be watching because these are the teams that are young and exciting. And like you said with Shea, Shea has a very old school game. His ability to get his buckets in the mid range, to still shoot threes, do whatever he wants to out there, essentially at times. It's something that's fun to watch and something that people should be, keeping an eye on. So for me, I think it's, more so just them finally passing that big test with Denver. And now you're at a point where they're about to get to the top of the mountain. And I'm with y'all. I think no matter who comes out the East, they're probably going to get steamrolled by OKC in 5.
Yeah, it's an OKC winning championship 6 games. Now I don't see 6. I see 5. Since Scott said SGA is well spoken. He's a well spoken young man, like a proper representative of Canada. Anyway, Bang, what do you think? I was waiting for Pappy to pick that up. Proper representative of Toronto. Bang, what's your thoughts on the Thunder and just everything they've been doing? I know you had some questions for them coming into this playoffs.
Yeah, now first of all, I'm watching this Jeff Teague video, laughing my ass off inside. Hey fam, Darren Collison was at the game, G, and they showed him before. Oh, come on, fam, y'all wow. It's like I feel like that was intentional. If Darren Collison is at the game, man. I think we all had questions about OKC because they were young. Even if you thought this is where they would be, you still had questions because they was young. But I'm not even going to talk about SGA, fam. I'm going to talk about Lou Dort. Hey, I'm talking about pick you up at the one end and guard you all the way, lock down. When was the last time we was able to say lockdown defender and actually mean it?
A real 3-and-D guy.
Like a real 3-and-D, right. Like not somebody that's just play a little bit of defense and end up on like, the all defensive team because they play a little bit of defense. Like
Paul George.
I'm watching Lou Dort play and I'm
Avery
like,
Avery Bradley was a long time. And when was Paul George? When was the last time Paul George was a true 3-and-D?
Yeah, like
it had to be pre-leg break.
Man, I'm watching this and I'm like, fam, that kid right there. We could talk about SGA all we want to. We could talk about Chet and all of that. But him, like his defense to me make everything go. So whether I'm looking at the Knicks or I'm looking at the Pacers, y'all gonna have to see Lou Dort in them.
Oh yeah, Lou Dort gonna have Jalen Brunson raise quit.
Raise
quit. If Neesmith got you acting like that, you go raise quit against Lou Dort.
Legit Dort is gonna have that nigga braids in front of one of them TGI Fridays out there. Yeah, like, Caruso would have Julius in hell.
Yeah, like
that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be rough. He said he's a gentleman, a scholar.
like I don't want this to sound. I don't want I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way, because people are gonna. That's what people do. But when I watch OKC, they are the closest to a team that I normally will watch in the '90s as I've ever seen, because you got your stars, you got your role players, you got your people that's really gonna lock niggas up. You got the random folks on the bench that you should know. You might not necessarily know. Like, I don't blame Charles Barkley being like, yo, who number 34? But they all
that had me dying laughing.
That had me dying. But they all out there getting it. And the fact that they all young too. Remember what I said about Boston? Hey, they win 1, they gonna fuck around and win 3. Jason Tatum got hurt. OKC win 1, they gonna fuck around and win 3. Because that apron ain't going to hurt them for another 2 years.
Yeah, they still got a little bit more time. I'll say this, too, about the Thunder. We got to give some love to Mark Dagenham, man. Like, I know we've been giving love to the players, but you got to give love to the coach. Like, I didn't know this nigga's name a year ago. Like, when he won the coach of the year, I was like, oh, who's Buddy? Like, I didn't know ever since Billy Donovan left who was the coach of the Thunder. But you got to give a shout out to everything they're doing out there, man. And I'm glad that everybody is seeing, once again, how good Alex Caruso, because he has been ratting away on Madison for the last 3-4 seasons, and we forgot how good that he is and how important he was to that Lakers title run. So I'm glad people saw my man AC hooping once again. Catch I'm Not Gonna Hold You, hosted by Scott Lewis, every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on HMB Media and the Barbershop Network.